Hello friends and welcome to my channel IB All Designing Developer. So like you all know that previously we have started a new tutorial series of C++ in which we have covered up really different things, and I hope you enjoyed that all things which we have covered up yet. So in this video I will be telling you that what are omit array size in C++ and how we can cover up them. So we'll be understanding everything about omit array size, and we'll be seeing what are the elements we have to use when we are starting with omit array size. So I'll be telling you all the things about it from start. So if you understand this amazing and different video, and if you enjoy this tutorial here, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading on this channel. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that what is omit array size in C++. So we'll be understanding first of all that how we can use this omit array size and what is basically omit array size here in C++. If we talk about omit array size, so basically in C++ you don't have to specify the size of the array. The compiler is smart enough to determine the size of the array based on the number of inserted values. Means it is just saying us that in C++ you don't have to specify any size of the array because the compiler is smarter enough to determine the size of the array, and it is based on the number of inserted values. Like if I'm inserting the value 5, so it will be determining the size of the array based on the number which I am inserting in my string. So that's the thing. And if I'm using these three array elements, so obviously this example above is equal to this element here which I am using, because these are also three array elements like I'm using at the top. However, the last approach is considered as good practice because it will reduce the chance of errors in your program. Like if you use this example here, so it will reduce the chances of errors in your program, and you will be getting your program successfully running with this example which we are getting here. And same if you are using omit elements on declaration, so how you can do that, it is also possible to declare an array without specifying the elements on declaration and add them later. Like if I want to like declare an array without specifying any element on declaration, so for that I will be adding them later, and I'll be using this example here so that I can declare an array without specifying the elements on the declaration. Then the example above only works when you have specified the size of the array. Means this example will be only running when you will be specifying the size of the array here. Like I'm writing the size of the array which is 3, so this program will be running. But if I'm using this example in which we are not getting any in which we are not writing any size, or we are not getting any size, so this program or this example will be not running. So remember, when you're using this example, so for that you need to specify the size of array. Like if I'm writing 3 array elements, I have to write in in array that these are 3 array elements, which will be is specified, means which is mean that we are writing the size of my array which is 3, like I'm writing here. So if I use this example and then use this example, so we will be getting both things running. But if I use this example in which we are not specifying any size of our array, so it will be giving me error. So that's the thing, you have to use this example when you have specified the size of array. If you don't specify the array size, an error occurs. So like that, like you will be getting an error which says array size is not specified. So remember, when you're using this thing, so you need to specify the array size here, or you will be getting the error array size missing in cars. And if you want to fix size arrays versus dynamic size vectors here, so you will often hear the terms fixed size and dynamic size when discussing arrays in C++. This is because the size of an array in C++ is fixed, and you cannot add or remove elements after it is created. Like in an array in C++, it is fixed, and you cannot add or remove the elements when this size of array is created. So this is the thing, the size will be fixed when you have created. You cannot add or you cannot remove the elements after the size is created. And if you talk about vectors, that what are vectors here, so basically for operations that require adding and removing array elements, C++ provides vector which are resizable arrays. And the size of a vector is dynamic, meaning it can grow and shrink as needed. So vectors are found in the vector library, and they come with many useful functions to add, remove, and modify elements. So vectors will be having the dynamic size example here, and this is the dynamic size example of vectors, that a vector with 3 elements you will be getting like this. And if you adding, if you want to add another element to the vector, so you will be getting like this. And this is just an introduction to vectors, that what are resizable arrays exist here, so you can learn more about it here. So what I'm going to do is I'll be copying this first example here, which is this one, in which we have not specified any value. So what I'm going to do is I'll be simply moving on to Google Chrome here. Then I will be changing the title, and I'll be giving the title as, like, today we are learning about omit array size. So I'll be writing omit array size here in C++. Then I'll be pressing enter, so that my REPL should be created. And you can just see we have written all these things. We have written the title, so our REPL will be created, and we'll be removing all the things and adding the example which we have copied right now. So I will be writing here include IOStream like this, and then you have to write here using namespace std. And then after doing this, I'll be writing init main, make this parenthesis here and curly bracket, paste all the things and write the value return 0. Then run this thing, so you will be getting nothing, because right now we have not specified the size of our array. That's why we are not getting anything printed on our output. So now what I'm going to do is I'll be copying this example here, which is string cars 5. Then we are writing all these 5 strings here. So I'll be copying this thing and pasting here. After doing it, if I run, so you will be getting an error. The error which we are getting is because we have not specified the size of element. If I write the size here as 3, and now what I'm going to do is, if I just do one thing, like if I move here and then if I use this value like this, in which we are writing the size of array, so what it will be going to do is it will be not giving me any error. So I'll be pasting this here like this. I'll be saving this here, and we are using this cars 5 because we are not getting these things, because we have already written the name with cars here, so we have to use it here as well. So I'll be running it. After running, you can just see we are getting nothing printed because right now we are not using anything. But if I remove this example here and if I use this example, which is string cars 5, and we are writing all these 5 cars value with the integer values here. So if I run this thing here, so you will be again not getting an output because we are not printing it using count. So what I'm going to do is I'll be writing count like this, cars, and I'll be writing the value as 5, and I'll be writing endl like this, so that this should be printed. If I run, you can just see you will be getting again an error because we are using this cars here like this. So right now we don't have to use with the values. So if I run it here, so you will be getting the values like this printed, because right now I'm only defining the cards, which is the string name here. So like this you can do. So you will be getting the omit elements when you will be specifying the size here. So if we are not writing the size of array, so you will be not getting anything printed. So remember, when you're writing anything, you have to write the size of your element as well, so that you can get all the things working. And it depends on the element declaration, that what declaration you're using here in your omit size. From that you will be getting that your strings are running or not. So if I used here like a string, so obviously I'll be doing a string here, then I will be using cars like this, and here like this 5. So if you do that and if you run, so again you will be getting an error because right now we are using a string normally here. So because of that, and remember when you're doing these things, so you have to just take care of one thing, that the string you're using, you should be getting the size of a string as well, or it should be specified if you have not, because if you're not specifying the array size, so you will be getting an error when we are normally printing the string here in your output. So like this you can use that, how you can print this size of arrays, how you can specify the size of array, and if you don't do that, so what things can happen, I've told you that as well. So I hope you understand that what are omit array size here in C++, and I hope you enjoy this video here from start. So if you enjoy this video and if you understand this amazing tutorial here, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. So now I'll be meeting you next tutorial here from start in C++ here. So for today, goodbye.